Hello everyone, it's Kate and welcome to episode 1 of my Destination Dublin Diaries. Today I'm going to discuss the difference between study abroad and interning and why I chose interning. So to start off this entire, documentation, I will say that I am a senior at Arizona State University and I will be going on the faculty-directed trip to Ireland for 8 weeks. I leave May 26th and I come back July 27th. We will be staying, like I said, in Dublin, Ireland, and I will be completing an internship while I am there. So that's just kind of the 101 basic, and with each of these videos I'm really going to go into depth of, just for example, the different study abroad programs that ASU offers, the application process that I went through and why I did choose Ireland, things that you can do to finance your trip and the budget that I had set for my trip, my EUSA interview and internship placement, and I will talk more about EUSA and what that is in that video, what I will be bringing with me, and where I'm staying, and I will do an actual, dorm or housing tour when I get to Dublin, and I will be making weekly follow me around videos. So that's just kind of what I have planned, but let's just go ahead and jump right in with this episode 1. And I think the reason I wanted to do these is because I have seen so many of the vlogs that people are doing for the Disney College program, which I am going to be applying for next year, and I am so excited, and I of course will film that as well. But I just think it's a great way to look back on it and really capture everything that you're going through. And I think it's, definitely one thing to have pictures of your trip, which I'm going to be bringing my camera and taking tons of pictures, but I think a video is another great element to capture the memories. So I decided to do this kind of documentation so I can really look back on how I felt and what I was going through, and how this trip hopefully has really changed me and opened my eyes. So for study abroad, basically what study abroad is pursuing educational opportunities in a foreign country. The difference between that and interning abroad is when you complete an internship abroad, you're combining coursework with professional work experience. So the reason that I chose interning over study abroad is I feel like especially with my career, which is I am majoring in elementary education and I'm going to go back for my master's in counseling. I feel that experiencing different cultures is only going to be beneficial when I am teaching students from different cultures. And I feel that no matter where you teach, whether I teach in Arizona or I teach in Florida or Alabama, wherever I teach, you're not just going to have students in your class from that state. You're going to have students who've come from other states, you're going to have students who've come out of the country, and you're going to have students of different nationalities and different ethnicities. And I think if you as a teacher are aware of that and have an understanding of those cultures, and you're just definitely going to be able to have different means of reaching them and different means of helping them reach their highest academic potential, which is ultimately one of my goals. Is I want to help children reach their highest potential and achieve all that they can be. And I want them to leave my classroom knowing that I care about them and I care about their success, and I know that every single child is capable of learning. So I really feel that going to Dublin and doing this internship is going to give me an edge over other teachers, I guess. So that is one of the reasons. Another reason that I chose to do an internship is I want to immerse myself in a new culture. I have lived in Arizona primarily, all of my school years, and I just want to see what else is out there. I want to know, I just want to experience different things and immerse myself in something different. And I know that Dublin is definitely living a city life. And I've never been to New York, and I've never been to Chicago, and all of those very, those metropolitan areas. So it's definitely going to be a culture shock, I think. But I'm ready for that, and I want that, and I want to become a more well-rounded person, and I don't want to be ignorant to all of the other cultures that the world has to offer. So I am very excited for that aspect, and that is another reason that I chose to do studying and interning abroad in general. And another reason is I want to gain experience working in a professional environment in my field of study. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, it's because the teacher, nerdy organizer in me, I wrote notes so I wouldn't forget. But I am gonna be completing my senior year residency when I come back, so I'm going to be in the classroom for 4 days a week, and obviously that's gonna be experience. And I've done interning in classrooms for years now. I've known I wanted to be a teacher since I can remember. So starting in high school, I really started taking classes to help me pursue that. So interning in the classroom is not anything new, but I think gaining experience just in the field of education in general is in a different culture is really going to open my eyes, because, and I will talk about this in my placement interview, basically the Ireland public school system is the same as the American public school system, so those kids are going to be on break while we're over there. So I'm not going to be interning in a classroom, but I will be working with education. So like I said, I'll talk about that more in that video, but I'm just excited to be in the education field in general, and I think that that's another huge reason why I picked internship over just study abroad, is because I think I can just get so much more out of it, out of my time over there. And then another reason is because I think that you're going to really put the theories that you learn in the classroom into practice. So I feel that I picked interning over study abroad because it's one thing to just be taking courses and learning, but to actually be putting what you're learning, like I said, into practice. And I feel that if I'm going to be spending 8 weeks over there, I really want to take advantage of the time that I'm there. So rather than just taking courses and then kind of exploring the city with the time I have left over, I felt that it would just be so beneficial to me to take courses, actually work in the education system somehow in a different culture, and still have time to explore the city on the weekends. So I just think it's just a better use of my time, and I just want to take advantage of that time and that 8 weeks that I'm there and really soak it all in and really immerse myself in the culture. So I think interning definitely is going to help me do that. And then the last thing, which I just think is kind of interesting that I wanted to say, is that only 1% of all students enrolled in higher education participate in study abroad, which I think is actually a really sad statistic, because I think, like I said, I don't think ignorance is bliss. I don't, and it makes me sad to think that students, it makes me sad when I talk to people and we're just talking about travel and they say, oh, I've never been out of the state, I've never been on a plane, I've never, any of these things. And I just think that it's so important at this age, at the age that I am, college student, this is the time that you're not tied down, you're not married, you don't have kids, whatever. You're already in debt anyway. You might as well be in debt for, really broadening your horizons and really exploring and just becoming a well-rounded individual. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. So that is basically a 101 of the difference between study abroad and internship and why I picked internship, and kind of a little basic of the program that I did select. So I will be back with episode 2 talking about the different study abroad programs that ASU does offer, because they do offer 3 different types, and I will talk about the reason why I picked the type that I did. So I will talk to you guys later.